Hey there! Today, the moon continues in Leo, where we are focusing on creativity and self-expression. We also have the moon joining up with Mars, proactive Mars, asking us to take action, take risks to move things forward, especially when it comes to creativity. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Saturday, May 31st, last day of May. And so we've got the moon moving through the fiery sign of Leo, that sign that asks us to live out loud, to shine our light, to find those ways of expressing what we feel inside. So great time to work on creative projects, to put some energy and effort into finding your creative self-expression, whether that is starting a new project or working on something you've been working on long term, or just playing around, even just get playful, get some sort of materials that you can work with. Could just be your voice, right? Singing, speaking, showing up, listening to your own voice, sing in the shower, right? Just something that helps you have that movement, that experience of expression, where it doesn't matter if someone is listening to you or appreciating you, because you can listen to and appreciate yourself. So be your own audience, but also do it just because it's fun. Do it just because it helps you feel that joy of being alive, being in a body, being in a world where you can do things, you can move things, you can try putting the colors on the paper and see what happens, right? How else are you going to find out other than getting playful, exploring where your creativity is leading you? So, following that lead, trusting your heart. Leo is the sign of courage and heart energy. And so, trusting where your heart wants to shine, what your heart wants to explore, with that playful attitude from childhood, maybe, right? The experience of play that children are so good at. And so, finding that place inside of you that wants to explore and experiment with the playfulness of self-discovery. Because in that process of self-discovery, you see what you're capable of creating. So really beautiful opportunity with today's energy. Really all weekend, we've got this Leo moon. It will go into it goes into Virgo around 8 p.m. my time on Sunday. So, and by the way, if you are trying to do the conversions or want to know what time the moon is changing signs, etc., I try to always put that information in the description for each video. So if I forget to say it, just check in that description. And I have the time listed, at least it's Pacific time. I can't convert for everybody's time zone, but hopefully you can figure that out. The time zone that I'm in is Pacific time in the United States. You can use Los Angeles as a city if you need a city to plug in to your online time zone converter. So hopefully that helps. Check the description for each video for, of course, if it's in a sign all day. For me, in my time zone, it will just have the moon sign listed and not the changing time. But when it changes, I'll list it. All right. Hopefully that's helpful. So Mars in Leo, the moon in Leo, that Mars energy also encouraging us to take action, to take risks, to try things, right? Stepping out there boldly as yourself. So, what does that look like for you in your life? Where do you need to speak up, show up, shine your light, be you more actively, more proactively? The energy of Mars in Leo is really taking us through this deeper process of taking action to further our own creative projects, our creative selves, the creative side of our lives, and discovering what we can create when we take action, when we try things, when we get experimental. So that is the vibe for today. We also have in the background there Saturn joining up with Neptune. It is, of course, not exact this year, that conjunction of Saturn to Neptune, but it is within orb already. I mean, depending on what you call orb, but I'm calling it, it is less than a degree and a half of separation as of today between Saturn and Neptune, and so they will be that close throughout the summer. They will get as close as they can get in July, and I will talk a little bit more about that in a future video. But okay, I got lost down the technical path. But what I'm trying to say is Saturn and Neptune coming together is reminding us to create containers that hold the bigger picture of that spiritual energy, the bigger picture of what we might call the divine. But of course, everyone's got their own definition of what that means. It is the bigger picture, though. So, whatever the bigger picture is for you, whether it's your spirituality, your spiritual views and beliefs, whether you think of it as your heart and your heart's truth, whether you think of it as love or nature, there's something in that bigger picture that you are working on in your life, creating some sort of form, some sort of container to hold that bigger picture, to share and express your dreams. And this creative energy with Mars in Leo and now the moon also in Leo, amplifying that creative impulse to move something forward that helps to build these structures, these Saturnian structures that help us contain the bigger picture of something, a dream, a vision, something we care about, something that matters to our heart. So putting your energy and your effort into those creative ways of expressing yourself, but also remember that through doing that, you are creating something that can hold something intangible, something tangible that holds something intangible, something that is bigger, like a dream or love or what your heart wants or what your spirit feels. So creating an art piece, right? It could be an art piece. It could be a meeting. It could be, I love the example of spreadsheets, right? It could be a spreadsheet. I don't know. Maybe your spreadsheet is helping you to capture the bigger picture of something your heart wants. It could be all kinds of things, but it's something tangible that helps you connect with a bigger picture that is intangible. Thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. More to come. Thank you for being here and subscribing. I am here every day with astrology for unshakable self-care, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.